China's summer of 2025 is not just a record-breaking heat wave on weather reports. It is a vivid portrait of a nation buckling under a multifaceted crisis. In Zhengzhou, Henan, temperatures soared to a staggering 44 degrees C, shattering historical records. In Beijing, 38 degrees C heat combined with suffocating humidity left people drenched in sweat within minutes of stepping outside. Yet the heat is more than a physical burden. It exposes the deep cracks in Chinese society, a faltering economy, crippling debt, and truths concealed by the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, behind a polished facade. As citizens grapple with deadly heat and mounting hardships, one question looms. What is the CCP hiding behind its tightly controlled information curtain? Relentless heat. A summer nightmare. The summer of 2025 in China has been dubbed the furnace of the century. Temperatures in provinces like Henan, Shandong, and Jiangsu consistently exceeded 40 degrees C, with some areas hitting 42 to 44 degrees C, an unprecedented phenomenon in meteorological history. Even Mohe Village near the Arctic Circle, known for its icy winters, saw temperatures climb to 35 degrees. According to China's Meteorological Administration, from July 11th to 17th, a widespread heat wave engulfed the north-northeast and northwest, with Shanxi, Hubei, and Chongqing enduring the worst. In Xi'an, an orange heat alert was issued, as surface temperatures surpassed 60 degrees C, melting shoe soles and cooking eggs on car windshields in just 2 hours. The heat is not merely a weather issue, it is a direct threat to human lives. In Changsha, Hunan, the 120 emergency hotline dispatched ambulances 105 times in a single week for heat stroke cases. Shenzhen recorded 122 heat-related emergency calls in 30 days with 9 severe cases. A doctor at Changsha's traditional Chinese medicine hospital warned that heat stroke mortality rates can reach 70% if body temperatures are not lowered promptly. Rumors on social media claim a crematorium in Hebei processed over 160 bodies in 2 days, while a small county in Shandong had over 100 awaiting cremation. Despite the CCP's tight grip on information, these figures have leaked, raising fears about the true death toll from the heat. Farmers and crops. Parched fields and shattered dreams. The prolonged heat wave coupled with severe drought has dealt a devastating blow to Chinese agriculture. In Henan and Heilongjiang, once lush cornfields are now cracked barren wastelands with withered crops and stunted stalks. A Henan farmer lamented, "Even if it rains now, it's too late. The corn has lost its color, the harvest is gone." Many farmers face total crop failure, pushing them deeper into debt and poverty. "Heaven have mercy on us. Give us a way to survive," cried farmers amid their desolate fields. But rain has not come, and hope is fading. Some have abandoned their land, too disheartened to continue farming, calling it too terrifying. Meanwhile, food prices have skyrocketed due to supply shortages hitting urban residents hard. This crisis is not just a natural disaster, but a consequence of poor resource management and local authorities' preference for boasting achievements over addressing realities. Economic collapse. A nation. Drowning in debt. While the heat scorches bodies, an economic crisis strangles the spirit of millions. Statistics reveal that 820 million Chinese are in debt, with 400 million unable to repay. National debt has surpassed $2.8 billion, and an estimated 5 million homes will be foreclosed in 2025. Housing prices have stagnated, companies are collapsing en masse, and unemployment is soaring. A 53-year-old man in Guangzhou, once the owner of 7 restaurants, now owes 2.23 million yuan and lives in destitution. "I never thought I'd end up like this," he said bitterly. "Young people are not spared." A 36-year-old born in 1989 owes 800,000 yuan and describes creditors' daily calls as a hand choking my throat. According to Nielsen, 86.6% of Chinese aged 16 to 59 are in debt, with those born in the 1980s and 1990s hit hardest. Many who once dreamed of wealth, luxury cars, and grand homes now face crushing mortgage and credit card debt. A couple in Changde, who once earned $140,000 monthly from steel trading, now owes over $140,000 after the real estate sector collapsed. Unemployment and despair. From scholars to delivery workers, soaring unemployment is driving millions into despair. In Jinan, Meituan delivery stations see hundreds come and go within months. One delivery worker shared, "I work 3 platforms earning at most 200 yuan a day, but a meal out costs 20-30 yuan. Even graduates from prestigious universities like Tsinghua or Peking are forced into delivery or security jobs due to a lack of opportunities. A master's graduate from a top-tier 211 university, jobless for 5 months, was rejected even for a bubble tea job. "I feel suffocated, like a hand is strangling me," he said. The lying flat trend, giving up on striving, is growing among youth who see opportunities shrinking despite their efforts. A 2001-born student in Suzhou lamented, "I was taught college would lead to a bright future, but now I'm just a mocked scholar, like Kong Yiji." Empty malls, symbols of decline. Once bustling shopping malls now stand eerily silent. In Jinan's Hanyu Jinggu, nearly every store has shuttered. A 6-story mall in Zhengzhou has only a handful of staff with a 1-customer 10-servers ratio. A curtain shop owner remarked bitterly, "Customers only come for cheap deals, but this whole area is a ghost town, pathetic." Tourism, once an economic powerhouse, is also crumbling. Zhangjiajie, a destination that once drew millions, is now deserted despite free entry. Rows of tour buses sit idle without a single visitor. A local resident exclaimed, "Every year this place was packed by now. This year, even with free tickets, no one's here." What's going on? The CCP's cover up secrets behind the curtain. While citizens battle heat and economic ruin, the CCP maintains an image of stability and prosperity through state media. Yet stories leaking on social platforms like Jihu reveal a starkly different reality. Discussions like, "With high unemployment and crushing debt, how can ordinary people survive?" have garnered millions of views, but are swiftly censored. Rumors of heat-stroke deaths and suicides due to economic pressure are quickly deleted, yet they spread enough to fuel doubts about the crisis's true scale. A blogger noted, "From local governments to state enterprises, workers to students, everyone's drowning in debt. It's a knot no one can untie." Meanwhile, government efforts to stimulate consumption, like lowering interest rates or supporting agriculture, are mere surface fixes that fail to address the root issues. A Henan resident remarked bitterly, "They tell us to boost consumption, but with no money. How can we shop social psyche from helplessness to chaos?" The heat and economic crisis have pushed China's social psyche to a breaking point. In Hangzhou, suicides have surged, with reports of people jumping from buildings at South Station or onto tracks at East Station. Many are described as mentally unstable, shouting in the streets or acting erratically. One resident said, "People seem so stressed lately, maybe it's the economic pressure. Joblessness and debt are also fueling crime risks." A netizen warned, "When people are starving, who cares about laws? Theft, robbery, and scams will spike." In major cities, homeless people once gathered under bridges are now driven away by iron fences and spiked stones. A 60-year-old migrant worker in Wuhan said, "There's no work, and even eating is hard. I just want a meal." nothing more. China in a perfect storm. China in 2025 faces a perfect storm. Brutal heat, economic collapse, rampant debt, and crumbling social trust. From Henan's parched cornfields to Jinan's empty malls, from jobless graduates to bankrupt entrepreneurs, the image of a nation in crisis is undeniable. While the CCP tries to mask the truth with censorship and propaganda, the stories of farmers, workers, and intellectuals are breaking through the silence. The question remains, can China weather this storm, or is this just the start of a darker era? As the heat burns away both bodies and hope, the Chinese people await a rain, not just to save their crops, but to salvage their future. Will that rain come, or is it merely a distant dream in the furnace of 2025? If this story grips you, share it to spread the truth. What's happening in China is not just one nation's struggle, it's a warning for the world. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and join us in uncovering more untold stories. Your support fuels our mission to deliver raw, real-time truths. See you in the next installment.